Hello travelers, welcome to my channel where we explore the different hidden gems, cultures, laws, and traditions of each country, state and city. Don't miss a moment as we explore the laws that make Chicago truly one of a kind. Also make sure to like and subscribe to our channel for more. Let's start. For the first one, horse barbers beware. While it may sound bizarre, Chicago once had a law on the books that prohibited taking a horse into a barbershop for a haircut. This peculiar regulation likely stems from an era when horses were a common mode of transportation, and barbershops served as social hubs. The law was likely intended to maintain cleanliness in these establishments. Nowadays, horses in barbershops are a thing of the past, but this quirky law remains a historical oddity that is always fun to learn. Guess they didn't want the horses to have a bad hair day. Second is snakes on a plane. Chicago's regulation on pet snakes and airplanes was likely a response to concerns about public safety and passengers' fears. We all know that a lot of people fear snakes, and I do too. While it might seem unusual, this law reflects a time when exotic pets, like snakes, iguanas and other reptiles could potentially pose unique challenges when brought on board an aircraft. Obtaining a special permit was likely a way to ensure that proper precautions were taken. Next is the prohibition against fishing while sitting on a giraffe's neck or head. These type of laws make me think about what is running on the lawmaker's head. You see, this law is not just weird but also impractical, as giraffes are not even native to Chicago. It's a whimsical example of a law that serves little purpose but adds a touch of eccentricity to the city's legal history. Well, nothing ruins a good fishing trip like a giraffe neck cramp. Another one is the pigeon poop problem. Well, not the actual name of the law, but this law, aimed at preventing the release of pigeons, reflects a city's attempt to control its pigeon population. Pigeons, notorious for their droppings, can be a nuisance in urban areas. It may also appear unsanitary and could endanger kids and babies. While enforcing such a law may be challenging, it underscores the need for responsible animal ownership. Don't be too sad about it, Chicago's probably just trying to protect the city from foul play. Number 5, the "no kites near schools" law likely originated from concerns about safety and minimizing disruptions in educational settings. It aimed to prevent potential hazards posed by kite flying, such as entanglement with power lines or distractions to students. While kites themselves are generally safe, historical context and safety considerations likely led to the enactment of this law. It may have been intended as a regulatory measure to strike a balance between allowing the activity and ensuring the safety and focus of students. The included joke humorously acknowledges the law's peculiar nature while emphasizing the potential for kites to distract students from their studies. Next is beware of nuclear bombs. The ban on exploding nuclear bombs within city limits is an extreme and redundant regulation, as the use of nuclear bombs in any populated area would already violate numerous federal and international laws, so obviously, this is also illegal in Chicago. Number 7, ice cream cone disturbance. Do you love ice creams? Well, be careful when in Chicago. Prohibiting ice cream consumption on the sidewalk near the Chicago Athletic Association may have been an attempt to maintain a certain level of decorum and exclusivity around this institution, although it seems like a rather arbitrary rule. 8. Party lovers, beware. In Chicago there are strict confetti restrictions. It is illegal to throw or scatter confetti in public places without proper authorization. This law likely stems from a desire to maintain cleanliness in public spaces and prevent littering. So, if you're planning a confetti-filled celebration, be sure to check for any necessary permits to avoid a potential fine. Another one is about loud car stereos. Chicago has a law that prohibits excessively loud car stereos, specifically those that can be heard from a distance of 75 feet or more. While music can be enjoyable, this law aims to prevent disturbances to the peace and quiet of residential neighborhoods. If your car stereo can double as a mobile concert hall, you might want to keep the volume down while cruising through the windy city to avoid a potential citation. Number 10, no stealing smelly fruit. The "no stealing smelly fruit" law, while not specific to Chicago, is likely a playful way of addressing the serious issue of agricultural theft, encouraging respect for property rights, and deterring theft from orchards and farms. The quirky language used in the law adds a unique touch to convey its intent. 11 is nudity and alcohol. Prohibiting nudity in bars while consuming alcohol, except in certified nudist establishments, appears to be a way to regulate adult entertainment venues and maintain a distinction between traditional bars and nudist clubs. I guess in Chicago, they like their drinks served clothed. Number 12, the law, duels are off limits, reflects a historical prohibition on the practice of dueling in Chicago. Duels were formalized, often deadly, conflicts used to settle personal disputes in the past. The law aimed to prevent individuals from engaging in these dangerous and illegal confrontations. Dueling was considered both a threat to public safety and an ineffective means of resolving conflicts. Therefore, this law served as a straightforward and unequivocal message that such practices were not tolerated within the city limits. 13. Noisy carriages. The law, noisy carriages, was likely implemented to address concerns about the disruptive noise caused by horse-drawn carriages, particularly in residential areas. In the past, these carriages, while providing transportation, could be quite noisy due to the clattering of hooves on cobblestone streets or the rickety nature of some carriages. This noise could disturb the peace and tranquility of neighborhoods, especially during nighttime hours. The law sought to strike a balance between preserving the charm of horse-drawn transportation and ensuring that it did not become a nuisance. Second to the last, no snake charms. Requiring a license for snake charming may have been a way to regulate potentially dangerous animal performances and ensure the safety of both the audience and the performers. In Chicago, you need a license to charm snakes, but no permit is required for charming humans. Lastly, singing in public while wearing a bathrobe. In Chicago, it is technically illegal to sing in public while wearing a bathrobe without a proper justification. This unusual law, like many others on this list, likely reflects an effort to maintain public decorum. So, if you're planning an impromptu singing performance in your bathrobe, make sure you have a good reason handy. That's it. Hope you enjoyed this amazing journey. Don't be a stranger. Connect to us through our Facebook group of travel enthusiasts and official Facebook page. Links are provided in the description. If you enjoyed this video, also check a similar one featuring Explore San Francisco. A deep dive into unusual city laws. Cheers to new learnings. I'll see you in the next one.